Hello, Professor Hugh, and anybody else watching. This is, um, well, I guess kind of a portion of Milestone 3 because I wasn't able to quite get all of it done, but I figure it's better to turn something in than to turn nothing in. So, um, Milestone 3, I will pull it up. There were some of the requirements here. Um, you must include a map generator object that'll generate a map based off of it's like a tile map generator based off how many rows and columns that you have. At least 3 different maps to generate. Segments are chosen randomly. Um, and also have it be able to set in the inspector if the designer wanted to make it the map of the day, and how the map of the day can be chosen at random based off of a time scale. That's working and complete. The parts in orange are the ones that I have not finished completely yet. Um, this part, each area must contain at least one AI tank spawn point, which they do. Each room contains spawn points for power-ups, player, and AI. Um, however, getting them to spawn at random different spawn points, I was having some issues with. But they do spawn and they do function, just not ideally, or not in the way that I want, and you'll see what I mean just a little bit. Power ups do spawn. You can pick them up. They can be set in the inspector. Um, what values they are, speed, health, fire rate, etc. How long they last, if they're permanent. That all works fine, and they all change the stats, which you will be able to see in the video as well. And here is another spawn that I was having issues with, is spawning the player. Um, so spawning AI and player, it wasn't working for me. So that's an area that I need to improve on and figure it out a little bit in better detail. So here is the video. As you can see, empty empty game scene. Have my game object here. I have a map manager. I have a game manager that I was kind of working on for spawning, but again, couldn't really figure it out. So I went with what I could do and let it just be crappy. You have the ability is map of the day. You can check that. If you check it, it'll spawn the map of the day. It'll spawn a random seed number based off of a date and time code. Here you can change the grid size. I currently have 3 prefabs for the grids. I have cube room, and rotating cube room. Those are the 3 rooms that you can um, play as for right now. The avoidance obstacle and the maze don't work, simply because they don't have the same doors or layout of the other prefabs. So you can make it really any size you want, put however many rows columns you want. I did also create a little FPS text renderer to show what the FPS is running at. Fun fact, if you do 30 rows and 30 columns, my computer runs at about 3 FPS. Um, with that, I tried it. I Best functionality I found is obviously at 1, but my computer can still handle up to 15 without any FPS issues, and I still average about 140, 150 FPS at about 15 rows and columns. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to do a 3x3 so you can see all 3 different rooms with the power-ups and the AI spawning, and you'll probably see multiple player tanks. The AI is the orange tank, the player tank is the blue tank, and just with the way that my code is currently, it spawns multiples of the player. And it's late, and I'm lacking on sleep, and I don't know if my brain can handle anymore. So, as of right now, allow me to hit play, and you will see the spawning in action. So boom, there's a power up. Oh, look, a power up spawned. Let me go to my player tank. Yeah, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 player tanks that spawned. So that's cool. But here on the right, as you can see, I have my player data. I have my missile force, player health, player max health, and the movement speed. Those are going to be the 4 variables that you want to watch. So right here in front of me, this is the health. I think as of right now, it's currently set to 100. So the player health should increase. Yep, by 100. So player health now has 600. And the health is not set to permanent. So it won't be a permanent. It'll go back down after 30 seconds. Probably should have lowered that for the case of the video, but I didn't. Oh well. This one is the player max health. This one I believe is set to permanent. So picking this up, your max health will increase to 1,000. That one will be permanent. Oh look, the player health went back down to 500. So that part of the functionality works. Yay me. Movement speed, currently at 5. This is a speed boost. As you can see, it jumps up to 15. Current missile force is set at 500. Pretty crappy. Pick it up. It's not set to 2,000. That's much better. But again, it is a power up, so it will not last very long. I'm slow again. Let me pick this up. Let me see if I can find an enemy. Wow, those things are so much faster than I thought they would be. Don't die. Okay. I have enemies in here somewhere. I don't want to be slow again. Pick it up. I'm slow. Okay. Oh, there's an enemy. No, they're chasing my other player tanks. So, yeah. So here's my multiple player tank. As you can see, the enemies seem to be in a fleeing stage. At least this one is. That one, not sure what he's doing. Not really sure what any of these guys are doing. They're not shooting at me for some reason. That's weird. And I am slow again. This is sad. Oh, cheat code. That is obviously not the player clone that I'm on. Nope. This has to be it. Hey, there we go. So, yeah, so as you can see, it spawns all 3 maps. All 3 different rooms with the power-ups. All of the outside doors are closed. All of the inside doors are open. So that works. It has the power-up spawned in different locations and different rooms. And as you can tell, I had some issues with getting the player to spawn. The AI seems to spawn okay. It's just confused as to which player to chase after. And yeah, so that about sums it up for this video of Milestone 3. There are a couple things that I still need to work on. Shooting, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but my player jumps a little bit when I shoot, and I think that's dealing with the collider of the missile. Even if I change it to something ridiculous like 20,000, obviously the force is ridiculous, but I still think it's something colliding with the player that I need to fix. Then I need to make the AI functionality a little bit better to chase after the player. But yeah, for the most part, that everything else seems to work fine. Oh, that's right. The other thing I need to work on is the spawn timer for the power-ups. The power-ups spawn. It takes them about 2 or 3 seconds. Hello? 2 or 3 seconds to spawn in the game. There we go. But when I pick them up, they don't respawn. That was another thing I was having issues with, and you can check my my bit bucket, and you can see the code that's under the script power up spawner to see what my problem was there. But again, without further ado, that concludes the video. Oh, let me just show the fact that it can do more than 3, as in 10 rows and columns, while my FPS is shot when I'm running OBS. But yeah, so 10 rows and columns. This is pretty not fun. But all the outside doors are closed. I can assure you of that. And all the inside doors, for the most part, look open. There we go. That's so much easier to see. Yep, they're all open, and all the power-ups are there. And I probably have 10 enemies and 10 player tanks. So yeah, so size-wise, everything works and operates great. Map of the day. Let me change this back to 3. As you can see, the map of the day generates to a seed of 2051, and that is corresponding to today's current year, date, month, time to the millisecond. And if you uncheck this box, the map seed or the map of the day doesn't doesn't generate a seed number for the map of the day. And so yeah, that for the 14th time, this concludes the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and looking forward to the next milestones. Thank you. Have a great day.